Caution, you are about to enter the spin zone. Ann Coulter, whose best-selling book, Godless, is out in paperback just in time for the beach. Scared of sharks? Carry that book. Ann joins us now. All right. A little humor here before we get...
Point one, defeat the amnesty bill, which we're well on the way to today. That would have been an absolute disaster. Having 12 million illegal immigrants live in the shadows is better than rewarding them by giving them amnesty. And in point of fact, it's almost, not quite, almost as good as enforcing the laws we have and building the wall, because as with the welfare bill, it sends a message not only to Kennedy and President Bush, but to the illegal immigrants coming across the border that America is not rolling out the welfare or the welcome mat. That this was defeated so resoundingly by the American people against the wishes of the elites, and by the way, against the wishes of most of the hosts on Fox News.
But it's Democrats and Republicans. There are a lot of Democrats that didn't like this bill because it didn't let
I didn't say
enough
Republicans. I said Americans. Oh, I think there was a big thing they didn't like. Don't mix that up. It was the amnesty people did not like.
I agree with you.
I gotta say, I just don't see that as the desideratum of what our legislation should be. How do we get these people living out of the shadows? Who cares if they're living in the shadows? They're illegal. What we want to do is figure out how to deport them. You keep saying, oh, we can't round them up, we can't round them up. Well, okay, then the punishment is they're going to live in the shadows. And by the way, I have...
So it's either deportation or the shadows.
No, that's your position.
No, but I'm saying...
Well, you didn't let me get to point two of the...
There's a tacit...
Yes, like the Mexican Americans working as U.S. Border Patrol guards, whom George Bush has prosecuted.
You call into a program that no one watches, all right? And you have a point, right? No one watches.
That is accurate.
Nobody sees this. I'm giving you a forum where 10 million people on radio and TV are going to see it, and you say no.
Including Chris Matthews lying about what I said. Including Chris Matthews lying about what I said.
Funny.
I think he's taking orders from Elizabeth.
Might be. I think Elizabeth is smarter than he is. I don't think
I'm not sure this is such a brilliant fundraising ploy.
They have gotten a lot of money.
Not as much as I have off of his attacks on me. And I mean, as is evident even today, there are going to be a lot more Americans who like Ann Coulter than hate Ann Coulter. Oh, yeah, they called her in advance. If I could just say, I sort of object to your description of this as if I lost a fight. I don't think they would have done it to anyone else. I don't think they would have called in.
Were you surprised that she called in?
On your pal, if Al Franken were on, they wouldn't have had the wife of someone he had made a nasty joke about call in. But still, I'm more of a man than any liberal is, so, you know, I don't care.
But did they tell you she was going to call in?
As I was walking to sit down right before, she might call in.
All right.
No, I think what was... I think that isn't so bad. What was a little weird was how she was allowed to talk uninterrupted for 45 minutes, browbeating me.
Oh,
I felt like I was in
kindergarten.
Oh, no. Every time I thought it was my turn to respond, I get interrupted. No. Elizabeth Edwards is still talking.
All right. Now, I want to play the clip in total, not the little clip.
Not the deceptive one you played at the beginning.
No, that was a tease. This is the real...
I wouldn't insult gays by comparing them to John Edwards. That would be mean. But about the same time, you know, Bill Maher was not joking and saying he wished Dick Cheney had been killed in a terrorist attack. So I've learned my lesson. If I'm going to say anything about John Edwards in the future, I'll just wish he had been killed in a terrorist assassination plot.
But it's still, and you know this, provocative to the nth degree.
No, it isn't at all.
That's not a provocative remark, Ms.
Okay,
Coulter?
no, but just before I answer that question, can we think of any other American who has to constantly explain this word, that word, what does this joke mean? This is getting to be my entire book tour, having scolds tell me that, oh, that's not funny, and I wouldn't have used that word. That isn't saying that anyone should be killed. It is making a comment about what Bill Maher said, and I am confident your viewers understand that. No one complained about what Bill Maher said. Thus, it's a syllogism.
I complained about it.
Okay, the mainstream media did.
No, I didn't really complain.
I feel like I'm back in kindergarten explaining to talk show hosts, this is a syllogism. But what it means is no one complained.
They want to get you. But Maher didn't...
Well, okay, then don't tell me I shouldn't have said it. That's like saying, I can't say yes then, because then they'll twist it and say, we were asking if you were a child molester. No, you were asking if I was a Republican.
Okay.
You can't say anything.
You're a friend of Maher's, right?
I haven't seen him for a while, but yes.
Okay. killed by terrorists.
No. Okay. We'll go back to my lesson on syllogisms. That is not a parallel. That is not a parallel at all. I wasn't saying it. I was saying the mainstream media says this is okay, and therefore, apparently it's okay to say things like that.
Are you telling me the mainstream media is liberal? Are you telling me that? Is that what you're telling me
I'm saying I can't take explaining the English language to talk show hosts anymore.
But it gets you a massive amount of publicity.
I am the illegal alien of commentary. I will do the jokes that no one else will do.
Okay, but you could be deported for that. But come on, this gets you good publicity for your book.
No, it doesn't. I have sold 5 best-selling books. Being described...
Why do you think you have done that? Because people know who you are, they know you're provocative.
I set out one day and thought, I know, I'll tick off all of the publishing industry, I'll get the entire mainstream media hate me, I'll get academia to hate me, and then I'll start writing books. I'll be rich by noon. It's not a very good plan, Bill.
Listen, of course it is. Everyone knows your name, and a lot of people like your brassy style.
They know my name because they read my books.
No, they know your name because you go and you say the F word, the F word, the F word, and then you say the name John Edwards. That's why they know your name. Come on.
Just for the viewers, I do not say the F word. I referred to the Isaiah Washington incident, which was also described all over Fox News, which was he went into rehab for using the word faggot, not the F word.
All right.
That is as bad as Chris Matthews. You Irishman.
This kind of ridiculous display and a better corrective.